Driving it home with Patti Vasquez, Patti Vasquez. From global conflicts to greenhouse gases, the folks refusing to wear masks says, and politicians getting caught grabbing asses says, she's driving it home with Patti Vasquez.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Driving It Home with Patti Vasquez, WCPT 820 AM Heartland Signal. Patti isn't here. She's out on a mission. I can't really disclose it right now. And so I am Dwayne Kennedy sitting in for Patti for the second day in a row, along with my compadre, my compatriot.
Hello.
What up, Mr. Adam Burke?
Hi, Dwayne.
Hey, Adam.
Have you thought of any good, because we were thinking like subtitles to call the show while we're on it.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was saying phoning in with Dwayne and Adam, but you know, Patti, when she posts about it, she calls us DNA.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, but doesn't that kind of make us sound like an early 90s, like, hip-hop duo? Like DNA.
Yeah. Right. Who only had like half a hit?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it was about cell structure.
Yeah. Was right. You know, you remember DNA with the hit RNA? Ribonucleic. Yeah, man. Well,
off their album Double Helix.
Right.
They were terrible.
Yeah. Didn't they open for Fushnikins? And also with us guiding DNA through this RNA and the formerly of the whatever. That didn't go good. That's what ended our rap career.
Your freestyle.
My
was
freestyle
terrible.
was horrible. We have Lady B.
Lady B.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hey, Lady B.
Lady B would have been like the producer for our album, but she went on to much better things.
She went on to work with Salt and Pepper.
Yeah. Exactly. Somehow working with us didn't turn her off for hip-hop duos.
No. It actually set her career back a number of years. You know, Salt and Pepper, man, they were a great group, and then they had their DJ Spinderella.
What a great name.
A great name. And then for some reason they fell out and they kicked Spinderella to the curb.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I don't know what happened to Spin.
Oh.
No.
Spin if you're out there.
Yeah, maybe. Because Lady B's not going to be in tomorrow.
Yeah.
So maybe Spinderella can do a guest appearance.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Maybe was it because they were like, you also have to have a condiment-based name. You have to call yourself Lady Gardenera or something. And she was like, nope.
Right. Mustard wasn't working. You know, it seemed, I don't know, man. But it seemed like it was a business thing where she seemed to try to assert herself monetarily, like, hey, you know, I need more of a cut. Yeah. And then she got a cut.
Right.
Yeah.
By the way, people do come to us for the up-to-the-minute cultural issues of the day, as in what happened to Spinderella from something.
Yeah. Breaking news from 40 years ago. This just in, Run DMC are going to be... Yeah. Did you ever like hip-hop, man?
Yeah. I still, but I'm... kind of like weird hip hop, but yeah, it's, you know.
Oh, like weird, like, oh, wait, let me guess. What were those like trip hop? Like, what were those, set adrift on memory bliss?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, exactly. That was like the early stuff, but like there's a band called like The Coup that I really love.
The Coup.
Yeah.
Boots Riley.
Yeah, Boots Riley, he's awesome.
Yeah. I was just listening to a song by them yesterday, Fence Rider.
Yeah.
Right?
The Coup is great. If you're getting ready for either this revolution or any revolution, we can recommend The Coup as your as you're making your signs, your protest signs.
Maybe we can listen to them to get psyched up to go to Matt and ask for a raise. Yeah.
I don't think that's what Boots had in mind.
He was against capitalism?
He had a larger systemic change.
Yeah. We're trying to fight our revolution one paycheck at a time. Okay, so Rolling Stone. Speaking of that, man, did you know Rolling Stone came out with a top 100 protest songs?
No, I didn't see that. No.
Yeah. Here you go. Mr. Adam Burke.
Are there protests about the list?
Yes.
I'm sure there are.
Can
I try and guess the top 3?
Sure. Hold on. Where is that list? The top 3?
Yeah.
Oh, here it is, right here. Sure. You know what? I'm going to send it to you.
Okay.
And then, but don't cheat. And then you try to guess it.
First of all, what did you think of the list? Did you think it was pretty good?
Lists are always, how that is. They create a list so everybody can argue about it. And that shouldn't be on. This should be. Man, they don't have the song that I made.
Yeah, and they can sell more ad space.
Yes. Yeah. But I think it's a cool list.
I'm guessing. Just because it's Rolling Stones and sometimes Rolling Stone is going to Rolling Stone. I'm guessing I should do it in reverse order. 3 is probably.
Oh wow! Let me go to that. 3.
3. Let's go off the top of my head. Let's go 3. Fight the Power, Public Enemy.
Well, I tell you what. 1 is not that. Boom. 2
is Fight the Power?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you something. Adam, give yourself there you go. Adam knows what he's doing. I'm telling you.
So I'd say 3 then might be like Rage Against the Machine or something like that.
Rage Against the Machine is in there. It's not 3.
I'll go number 1 is probably Dylan. It's probably Times They Are Changing, maybe.
Hey, I tell you what.
What?
Let's somebody, I guess they can read it. I was gonna say we should have a caller call in, but you know what I mean. But
that's my guess. Yeah, let's have maybe our first caller. Yeah, that's better. That's a better.
Yeah. We can't let Adam guess everybody.
Yeah.
So it's the Rolling Stone top 100 protest songs of all time.
Yeah, we know number 2 is Fight the Power. So call in if you have an idea of who you think it might be. 3-1, and then if you tell us what you think what's your favorite protest song?
Yeah, I'll tell you who didn't make the list. Any song from the Ink Spots. I always thought they'd be like top, have the top 5 spots.
I'd love to hear the Ink Spots. Also, the Ink Spots, the one guy always does the talking bit.
Right.
The one guy who can't say, he's always like, Fight the Power.
Right.
Fight the Power.
Right.
Oh, won't you please?
When I'm walking in the Capitol, upset that democracy hasn't gone my way.
I would say I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire is the opposite of a protest song.
Come on, everybody. I would like to set the world on fire, but I don't have any matches.
That great Ink Spots song called Let's Keep the Status Quo as It Is.
Right. And their number 1 hit, I Don't Want No Trouble. I'm just trying to get along. Yeah, from their greatest hits album, The Status Quo. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, man, that'll be cool. So, hey, listeners who are out there, call in at 773-763-9278, WCPT 820 AM. And see if you can guess what one might be one of the top 100 protest songs of all time, according to Rolling Stone.
Yeah.
Even if that means, of course, you're going to go to Rolling Stone and then just say, Dwayne, is it all the cow sills? No.
The
cow sills. That's before your time. Is it the Killers? No, but you would imagine that somebody protesting would be a killer. Yeah. Do you like the National?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I love the National.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about the Hold Steady?
I love the Hold Steady.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, okay.
Oh, man. The Hold Steady I love because their lead singer looks like their accountant.
He really does.
Right?
Yeah, he kind of sounds like an accountant, too.
He's got a great voice. Craig Flynn, ladies and gentlemen, of the Hold Steady, who is a genius. Have you ever heard a song that he did, a solo song called God in Chicago?
I think so.
Oh, man, it's a great song.
Yeah.
He talks so specifically about Chicago and going down Cermak. I think there's even a part where he says he stops by WCPT.
Oh, wow. He loves to mention streets.
Yes.
State capitals.
State capitals. States.
He loves to rhyme things with states.
Yes.
They've got a great song called Everyone's a Critic and Most People Are DJs.
Oh, man. I was turned on to them by my friend Steve Solis in New York. I love them, man.
Yeah.
That Craig Flynn, I don't know what constitutes genius.
Yeah.
But I would say he's brilliant.
Yeah.
What's the difference between brilliant and genius?
His lyrics are great. He was bleeding through the holes in his story. People called him. He said people called him hardcore.
They were called. Oh, that was one of his lyrics.
His lyrics are just so funny. They're so witty.
Man.
I like a witty lyric.
Yeah. I like witty lyric.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, man. The Whole Steady, the National, they're great. Wow. Oh, I tell you a band that I heard because Siri had just taken over.
Yeah.
The Volcano Choir. Have you heard them?
No.
Well, they got this song called Alaskans.
Okay.
Oh, man. Listen to them.
Is that a protest song against Alaskans?
Maybe.
It's off their album, 49 States, and that's it.
Right, from the hit, lower 48. Yeah. It ends here. Yeah. I think it's from their single Land Bridge.
Anchorage, Schmankerage.
Yeah, man, but Volcano Choir, I wish that there were more I don't know, man. I mean,
more seismic based band.
Yes.
More catastrophe based band.
Yes. Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know, man. The world is, I won't say ruled by hip hop, and I have nothing. I love certain, hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't. Do you think that rock has kind of lost its luster?
That's a great point. I think it has been siloed. I think the situation has completely flipped from where it was in the 80s. Mm-hmm. I think hip hop was siloed in the 80s and was thought of less than. Mm-hmm. And I think that situation has been justifiably reversed. You know what I think is really interesting, if you look at the situation of pop now, the way female artists, or if you want to say non-male artists, female artists, the biggest pop stars in the world are all women.
Yeah.
And it's just like that's an interesting thing too, where it's like,
many more voices have emerged. I'll tell you who's great. I don't even know her a little bit. She's hip hopper. She's new, Doechii.
Oh, okay.
She's fantastic, man.
Yeah.
I think she's out of Tampa.
Okay.
Florida, And speaking of that, hey, you know what we're going to do, Adam? Let's do this, man, because I don't want to lose these callers because we're getting people calling in. Yesterday, we got into a great conversation. Uzzer Usman was here, and you were here, and I was here. I was here in spirit, and things almost went well. But let's go. Let's take a call. Let's go to Jim right now. Jim,
Hey, gentlemen.
Hey.
All the great protest songs of the 60s and 70s. You got Marvin Gaye, What's Going On?
Boom, that's on the list.
That's on the list.
Yeah. You got Buffalo Springfield.
Boom.
Happening here.
That's on the list, too.
You've got Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Please come to Chicago. We could change the world.
Okay.
Great ones. But I was going to mention tonight the serendipity of life. That plane crash.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Terrible.
But what's the serendipity of life? It reminded me of a day in '79. I was staying at my mother's condo. She's about 10 minutes from the airport, and I decided to go to Hollywood Park. I had a friend from the West Side who ran the place, and I worked there for a couple of summers. I said, I'm going to go out there today. So I called them in the morning, and I called TWA. They were on strike, so they had Delta at 1:30. I said, put me on that flight. So my sister's waiting to take me to the airport, and I'm doing my laundry, going up and down the stairs, went down in the basement. And she says, your girlfriend called. And I thought to myself, well, she's got in the south side. Her father's got a store there. I'll call her when I get to L.A. And then a couple of moments later, she said, she's home. Oh, she's home. I said, that's weird. So I called her up. She goes, I'll take you to the airport, Jim. I said, okay. So she's on her way over, and I had a big day at the track and a heavy bankroll. And I said to myself, let's go out and paint the town. I'd go another night. So I threw my bags in the back of her trunk, and I said, listen, Wendy, they fly. Anyway, we got out to her yard. We're smoking pot, drinking beer. Her sister's playing the records. And I go to the washroom. She's laying across the face. She said, Jim, there's a plane crash.
Whoa.
She called it. I'm supposed to be on this plane, right?
Whoa.
So, just to show you the serendipity of life, how one person ducks one way and another person ducks the other way. But that was 1979, and that was the biggest plane crash in American history.
Right.
Oh, wait, was that the one where one of the guys from the Watergate burglars was on that crash, or his wife was on that crash?
I don't know. It was just so many people on the crash. It was the largest plane crash in American history. They killed like 12 people on the ground.
That's right.
I think that might have been the crash.
Yeah. That was 79?
Yeah, 79. 1979.
Yeah.
Wow.
But here's the wind up of that story. So I was under the impression that her name was Joanna, and a couple of years later, we were at her apartment, and her mother takes me aside, and she said, Jimmy, don't think it was Joanna saved your life. I told her to stay home that day.
Oh, man.
I said, well, I said, that's strange enough, you know. But it's a tragedy.
Did she say why she told her to stay home? Or she just had a feeling?
No, it was not even a feeling, just serendipity again, but she mentioned it to me, because I was under the impression it was Joanna saved my life. And the Chinese, I ended up going with this girl for 25 years, and the Chinese always said, if you save somebody's life, you're responsible for the rest of your life. And that's why I felt about this girl. You know what I mean? I depend on it so much.
Oh, but, man. That's a great story, Jim.
But I mean, think of the tragedy.
Of course.
It was so weird. The primal instinct. When I saw the plane crash, she said, Jim, and I looked at the thing, and I let out a scream I never let out in my life.
Man.
Oh my God,
Hey, Jim, listen, I'm sorry. I got to take a break, but do you want to hold on and join us when we come back?
Yeah, sure. We'll go over a couple of songs. I'd love to.
Okay. We're going to take a break, and we will be right back with Jim on WCPT 820 AM, Heartland Signal.
Think Theory Radio.
I'm very privileged to have on a special guest, Tim Ains.
We put together a team of experienced investigators. There's certain things that happen to abductees that they all talk about. And people have seen things like missing time, or they might have marks on their body. And it's interesting when somebody in India and somebody in Des Plaines, Illinois, and somebody in Fiji all have the same mark.
Think Theory Radio with Damian Perdue. Saturdays at 6 p.m. on WCPT 820. Hey Google, play WCPT.
Streaming Chicago's progressive talk from TuneIn.
Patti Vasquez is taking your calls now at 773-763-9278. Driving it home with Patti Vasquez now on WCPT 820.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Driving It Home with Patti Vasquez. Patti's not here today. I'm Dwayne Kennedy, sitting in for Patti along with my guy, Adam Burke. What? Hip-hop Adam Burke.
That's what they call me.
That's what they call
me in the teacher's lounge.
He was the gangster tutor. And on the wheels of steel.
Only I called myself that.
That's what you called yourself. And on the wheels of steel, Lady B.
DJ Lady
DJ
La Boricua.
Nice. DJ Lady, that's what I'm talking about. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. And joining us back with us is Jim. Hey, Jim.
Yeah, hi, guys. First of all, a couple of things I wanted to. AI, we got AI coming, and GPS in the cars and everything. That's what my brother going to stop for a period of the day. We're trying to find Target. He puts it in. I got to stop the car and put it in the thing, and he's got Johnny Dollar on the radio. We're trying to, and I'm looking at it like I don't know where the hell he's going. And I said, this is worse than just going by the seat of your pants. But anyway, but you think today with GPS that a helicopter and a plane could avoid each other. But Yeah, but tragedy's going to happen no matter what.
Right.
And no matter what, this robot nonsense. Don't worry, one of the robots will explode and there'll be another tragedy.
Yeah.
But you know what's interesting too? My mother said to me about a year later, so she says, "Jim, never trust anybody." I said, "Why?" I said, "The first thing, because everybody thought I was on this plane." She said, "The first thing I thought it was the insurance money." You know, but the truth is, neither one of us cared about money. We both hated money, so I knew that she just said it, you know, half-heartedly.
Yeah.
But my brother occasionally would say, because I was 29, I would have got, you know, in fact, because he ran the track, and he could have gave me an executive, you know, he would have gave me an executive position, you know, at that point in this lawsuit. And the lawsuit would have been $5 million. It would have been $5 million in those days. It was a lot of dough. And my brother said to me, "You couldn't have got on that plane for us." You know, I can't help it. I can't help it. But
is that your brother who you no longer speak to?
No. We're great.
Okay, that's hilarious.
You know, just a fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, Jim. What do you think about the lunatic going on and starts blaming DEI for the crash before he has any evidence of that?
He's insane. Well, how about eating cats and dogs in a presidential debate?
Yeah.
They would disqualify anybody. He's talking like Kamala Harris, right? And all of a sudden, he just out of nowhere he belts out, "They're eating cats and dogs. They're eating cats and dogs." Did you see the look she gave him?
Yeah.
Like, is he gonna flip out here? Or what's gonna happen to me?
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Yeah.
If I was debating somebody and they came up with some insane line like that, you'd think, well, where's the butterfly net for this person? You know what I mean? But you know, how he got away with it, and he heard that on the internet.
Right.
And he probably heard this other scheme on the internet.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is like think tanks from the Republican Party. You know, that we're Marxist, which I'm sure he's never read Des Capital, the 3 long volumes of Marxism, you know, written in 1845. I could bet my life on that.
Yeah.
But yet he uses the remarks. You know, he's a Marxist. He used that remark this week. That I'm trying to blot out Marxist things and woke things and all this sort of. And remember, his father was arrested in a Ku Klux Klan riot in New York in 1923. His father, Fred,
right,
with a hood on his head.
Wow.
So he didn't fall far. Yeah, he didn't fall far from the tree. This guy, you know what I mean?
No.
I mean, he was for being a racist maniac that he is. He wouldn't rent apartments and so on. I mean, he's a stone racist.
Yeah.
And remember, I'd say, what would you say? I'd say 50 million of these voters are stone racist. Because
absolutely, Jim. Racist, sexist, all the and the isms.
Yeah, they're stone. They're stone. They're stone. And what's weird about it is, how in God's name can you sit there and say what immigrant, who has got the highest priority of Homo sapiens on the planet, or who should be in charge, and who should be there, and who should be... That's baloney.
Well, and it just always galls me that the descendants of people who stole this country now telling everybody else who can be here and who can't. That just burns me up.
I would like I would like reporters to use the term baloney around here more often.
Yes.
Well, you think they would. They would. They would. Well, they would in the 60s and 70s because they weren't. I guess the money, the corporate media is. It's just horrifying. I never seen it so bad.
Well, now he's saying that he's going to turn over the press room to like influencers
influencers, idiots.
Yeah.
And now the law. Please believe me, they'll all be rehearsed like you're rehearsing Shakespeare's Hamlet. They'll all be that'll be a half an hour of a rehearsal of a long day's journey in the night. You know. And,
Jim, do you want to take a guess at what the number one protest song according to Rolling Stones was?
I'd have to say Buffalo Springfield for what it's worth, or go ahead. What is it?
Oh no, we're gonna let a few people guess.
Yeah,
no, I see. Yeah,
we're gonna keep you on tenterhooks.
Right. That now.
Yeah, but it was so.
Jim, that song is on the list, but that's not number one. Buffalo Springfield.
I know, guys.
Yeah.
If I got number one, I go to the track tonight. You know, but anyway, But there were so many great songs in the 60s and 70s. We protested everything. I was with the Black Panther Party in the 69 in
Really?
350,000 pens.
Okay, Jim. Hey, well, listen.
People.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but we got to take a break.
Yes.
And also, since you just told me
you
you were with the Black Panther Party, I think we should never talk ever again because I'm sure this whole conversation has been wired and tapped. Hey, but Jim, thank you for calling, man.
Thanks, Jim.
You guys have a great day.
All right, take care. Okay, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back with more protest songs and Adam Burke and DJ Lady B on the Wheels of Steel, WCPT 820 AM Heartland Signal.
The Big Picture with Edwin Eisendrath, Saturdays at 1 p.m.
Count me among the Americans that want to see change. Now, of course, the change I was looking for would have put Kamala Harris in the White House. Americans voted for change. They just, Trump, I think they got the wrong kind. Still, I'm grateful for elections, even when we lose. They tell us about ourselves, and we can't ignore that and shouldn't.
The Big Picture with Edwin Eisendrath, Saturdays at 1 p.m.
WCPT 820, Chicago's progressive talk, where facts matter.
You're listening to Driving It Home with Patti Vasquez on WCPT 820.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Driving It Home with Patti Vasquez. I'm Dwayne Kennedy sitting in for Patti today, along with AB, Adam Burke.
Hello.
Hey, Adam. And LB, Lady B, DJ Lady V, Boniqua.
I was going to say Lady B is like our Spinderella in that eventually we're going to have an acrimonious falling out with her.
Yes. She's going to fire us.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hey, Adam, Dwayne, I got some news for you. Somebody got a raise in this group. Oh, who was it? It wasn't you two. Okay. But she's guiding us through this. She won't be here tomorrow, so we have another capable person coming. It's not going to be the same.
Yeah.
But it'll be decent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Paul's coming in, right? Yeah, Paul's great.
Yeah.
Paul's got a show. I don't know. Everybody's got a show. We need a show, Adam.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard. We've been campaigning for a show. We were just standing outside. Hey, somebody want to give us a show? We just stand there with a cup. We're going to put a show in this cup.
Jim was talking about, you brought up the thing about the tragedy happened in Washington the other day, with the DEI thing, where it's just, again, I forgot this about him. About the president. There is no situation he cannot make worse.
At all, brother. He's got a gift.
Just pure nonsense.
Yes.
And it's...
This situation calls for chaos.
Yeah. And it's, and it was like, it's easily, everything he says is easily, refutable. He's like, oh, DEI is to blame for this. And I'm like, you look up any statistics.
I'm going to find out which one of these blacks caused this plane.
Air traffic controllers, overwhelmingly white men.
Not in this case. Not today.
And you never like that's a common thing you hear.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You know how it's just
how the blacks do.
All these diversity hires lining up outside
these blacks and Latinos.
Tower.
Yeah, they will crash a plane on you, brother.
Yeah. They're doing freelance air traffic controlling. They're just
or like you said. Then when you said that, and they asked him.
Yeah, why? Do you have any evidence for this? And he said common sense.
Sir, you don't have common sense.
Yeah.
But that still doesn't stop me.
You have no sense, and you don't like commoners.
And yet I go on. Yeah, man.
And yet he persisted.
Yes.
Yeah.
But when you're not bound by human compassion or empathy or understanding of how life works.
And I love that, the people in his orbit are just, you're just, it's like, those tandem skydiving that you do?
Yes.
When you they're kind of like he's the instructor, you know what I mean? He jumps out of the plane, and as he jumps out, he's like, you know what? I'm not sure if I packed the parachute.
I thought you had a chute. Wait, what?
Because they have to go along with everybody says. J.D. Vance is J.D. Vance is like, yeah, I think that sounds right.
Yeah, you're right, sir. Oh my God! You know what? Let's go to another call because I don't want to leave people hanging. But yeah, let's go to John in Hammond. Hey, John.
Hey, good evening, guys.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing okay. Hey, I love your show, and
thanks.
My comment, I want to add to the protest songs.
Oh, yeah?
I think the one that to me comes to mind immediately is Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. You guys say rock and roll is dead, but let me tell you, there's some old rock and rollers here, man.
I know that's right, John.
Never die.
Yeah, I know that's right.
What song do you think made it in the? What do you think?
It's Ohio. It's Ford Dead in Ohio.
That's in the top 10, right?
Yes.
Yeah, if you hear that song, I tell you what, when I hear that song, it brings tears to my eyes because it's so profound. I remember the shooting at Kent State when 4 students were shot.
Yeah.
And that's what that song's all about. It's about the Vietnam War and that war protest.
That's number 9 on the list.
Number 9. Okay,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, and one comment about my friend Jim, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You see, I'm very Egyptian in my thinking, okay? And I'll tell you what I mean by that. Walk like an Egyptian, I guess,
Okay. I thought you were going to say because you've operated a lot of pyramid schemes in your life.
No, but the Egyptians, when they had an enemy, they would chisel them out of their monoliths, They would chisel, for his name shall be stricken from the books and from the, they went to all the monuments and they would take out his caricature, any reference to him, they would chisel them all out. And that's, to me, what we have to do about who in the White House.
Mm-hmm.
Don't, in my opinion, don't mention him. This is what he wants. He stirs up chaos. He's just an attention-grabbing big baby. Remember those big orange balloons they used to have with the baby diapers?
Right.
So he's just an attention-grabbing big baby.
Right. Yeah. Who also is, in fact, a chiseler.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But not chiseled.
Right.
Yeah. But my point being is the best way to deal with him is to ignore him. I know it's hard.
Yeah, it's hard, brother.
He's destroying the government. Let's face it. He wants to destroy everything.
John, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I concur to a degree, but when you're Latino and you're just trying to move about in life, and they're snatching you off the street, and they're following you, and they're busting in your crib, you can't ignore it, man. I'm not condemning or chastising you, but you know what I mean? It's like at that point, you got to address it because it's bad enough that they're doing this, period, but also now they're so fervent and frothing at the mouth and so adamant about just giving appearances. And it's not right, first of all, but also they pulled Puerto Ricans. They arrested Puerto Ricans who are citizens. So
absolutely,
yeah. Well, I think, John, I think you have a point in the sense of, I think you have a point overall, and I do like the Egyptian analogy. But the other thing I would say is, I think you're right in that we shouldn't pay so much focus to things like this when he says something like this, where he knows it's gonna be the front page news. The DEI statement over this is so ridiculous. Right. He knows that there's a lot of column inches are going to be dedicated to disproving it, whereas what he really wants to do is just shift attention from all these other far more nefarious things he's doing, where firing all of the inspectors general, which he just likes firing generals, so that's what he just saw the name. Yeah. But he's doing that, rolling back protections for Medicare and Medicaid, and like subverting Congress in order to do that. He's subverting Congress in so many ways. He's illegally firing people. He's asking federal employees to buy themselves out of their contract with absolutely no backup plan for when who's going to process all the paperwork. This is the classic example. They had a huge own goal where they froze all federal grants.
Yeah.
And then someone pointed out, we need that for the government to work.
Oh, oops. Anyway, unfrozen.
Yeah. But I think you, John, I think you do have a very good point in that, we need to focus on what's behind the icon that we're chiseling out. You know what I mean? Like, we need to focus on behind the scenes. I think you have a good point there. Yeah,
the thing about Dwayne, is it Dwayne?
Dwayne, yes. Dwayne and Adam
Dwayne,
and Lady B.
Yes. Dwayne, your comment about the INS agents coming in and, you get snatched. Here's the thing. When Martin Luther King did his thing in the 60s, the way you confront evil is with good. And, he was a proponent of nonviolence, and he accomplished the Civil Rights Act. Things were done because people took the abuse. People got the dogs, on them and the fire hoses on them, and they took the abuse, and they didn't fight back. There's something about nonviolence and standing up with dignity, and eventually people's humanity will see that, like, this is just flat out wrong, and they will change this. So I just want to bring that because we just had Martin Luther King Day. Hey, I'll let you guys go. I know you got other callers. Have a great evening, okay?
No, thank you for calling, John. Appreciate you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Have a good day. Break, Lady B. Should we take another caller? Let's take another caller. Let's take Delicio, Chicago. Hey, Delicio.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
Oh, brother, everything and nothing.
Our collective blood pressure.
Right. Blood pressure up, democracy down. That was from me and Adam's latest album.
I'm still waiting for my 98-cent eggs. I'm waiting for my $1.49 gas. I'm waiting for
any minute now.
The war in Ukraine to end.
Yeah. Those cheap eggs coming out any minute now. Woo!
Yeah. I know.
I can't wait to scramble those babies. How you doing?
Listen, man, I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys my guess on the top. What is it, 100, right? 100?
Yeah, top 100 protesters.
I want to get to the top three.
My first thought would be like the Beatles' Revolution, or
that's a good one.
That's a good one. It's not the right one, but it's a good one.
Sam Cooke, change is gonna. What I mean,
you did it,
good one.
Delicio. You got it.
Number one.
Number one. Yeah. You know what you win, right? Nothing.
I get to change the name of New Mexico to New America.
Oh, yeah, there you go. You get renaming rights. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not the change that Sam Cooke was hoping for.
No.
We would change the name of Gulfs.
Yeah, right. Chicago's own Sam Cooke, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. That's a great song.
Oh man,
it is wild.
I mean, a lot of good songs, a lot of good revolution songs.
It is wild to think
you don't hear that many.
It's wild to think of MAGA co-opting a change is going to come.
Did they?
I'm just thinking. I can imagine before long they're like,
yeah.
He was speaking to us.
Yeah. No, they wouldn't have co-opted because it's just changed. If it was like a dollar's going to come, then you know what I mean. Yeah. We don't mess with change. Yeah. Man, so what do you think is going on with all this? That is all of the chaos that has ensued in the last 8 days, 10 days?
Man, yeah. Is it 10 days? It feels more like a year right now at this point, man. It's getting crazy out there. I'm gonna tell you something. I mean, I'm listening to this tragedy this morning and what happened. Actually, it was last night, but I heard about it this morning with that plane crash. Just a terrible, terrible tragedy. And to politicize that, I can't believe that he would go out there and then blame Biden, even threw Obama in the mix. And,
right. He's consumed with Obama. DEI. Yeah.
I was going to say that he's so obsessed with DEI. I'm surprised they haven't already changed the name of Black Hawk helicopters.
Right. That's why it crashed. If it had just been a Hawk helicopter.
Right.
But someone said that, even before he got on the mic and started blaming everybody. He knows how to deflect, right?
Absolutely.
He said, "Hey, man, he's going to blame it on somebody else. He's not going to blame it on someone that's in his administration." So, and he's quick with the DEI. That's just genius of them to come up with that acronym. Now it's just a lazy way of them saying, that I'm going to say it. It's just another lazy way of them saying the N-word without having to say it. That's the way I see it.
The N-word or indicting Latinos or just,
Yeah.
If it wasn't for them, you know who, that plane would have been flying and dandy.
Different ethnicities and immigrants.
Right.
That's what DEI stands for.
It didn't matter who it was there, right? He's got to go on ahead and do his DEI. It started with Kamala Harris, and now that's just their new MAGA word, DEI.
It's just a shame. It's a shame, man, that this country is so racist and sexist that they would not elect this woman who was clearly, whatever you think about her, whatever. Policies, we could differ on that, but as far as just having the integrity and the intelligence and, the decency, that they would not put this woman in charge because they would rather a felon and an adjudicated rapist and a fraudster and a lunatic. It's a shame. Like I said, it's less a reflection on him than it is on this country. It's an indictment of this country.
Yeah.
It sure is. And I'm ashamed, that if I go overseas, people are going to look at Americans now just like, we're just exactly what you said, like incompetent, right?
Yeah, and dumb.
Get that right.
They already think we're dumb.
You got it right, but you did it.
Yeah, you had a chance, but no. We knew you were dumb. We didn't know you were this dumb.
DEI, dummies, egomaniacs, and incompetent.
There you go. See what I'm saying? It takes a European to keep reeling off because I'm too ignorant to come in with the
acronyms.
The acronym. I'm too ignorant to know they were even called acronyms. Hey, Delisa, I don't know if you've ever called before, but do me a favor, continue to call in and listen to the show, okay?
I will.
Thanks so much.
All right, man, you guys are great. Get your own show. Get Lady B on there.
I know that's right.
Give her a cut.
Oh, we gonna definitely break her off, brother. Somebody gonna be broke off. Okay, thank you. Call again.
All right. You guys, God bless you. You guys have a great evening.
All right, you too.
Take care.
All right, we're gonna take a break, and we'll be back with more of the American people. On where are we at? WCPT 820 AM Heartland Signal.
This is WCPT 820, where facts matter.
You're listening to Driving It Home with Patti Vasquez.
There's so much that goes on behind closed doors.
On WCPT 820.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Driving It Home with Patti Vasquez. I'm Dwayne Kennedy sitting in for Patti. Along with me is Mr. Adam Burke.
Hi.
Hey.
You might know us from the 90s hip-hop group DNA.
Yeah. And you made us from that hit song. Well, anyway. And also with us, DJ Lady V. She's actually she's quitting the group today.
Yeah.
She won't be in tomorrow.
She quits every day.
Yeah. We like to make people regret their decisions.
See ya.
Yeah. So let's go back to some callers. Hey, we've got Nate from New York. Hey, Nate.
Hey, Dwayne. How are you? Hi, everybody.
Hey.
Hi.
Great. How you doing?
How are you?
So I heard through the grapevine you were looking for protest songs.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got the Rolling Stone Top 100 protest songs.
All right. Well, I would put, like you think about the most important question right now is which side are you on?
Ooh.
So I'd put that song near the top, right? Which side are you on? It's the old Union song, but you can sing it about anything. When the barricades go up, you're on one side or you're on the other.
Oh,
wow.
So which side are you on?
Okay. Who's saying that? I mean, I'm sure many people have sung it. But...
lots of people have sung it. But Pete Seeger was obviously the main one who sang it with the Weavers.
Okay.
Back in the 30s and back in the 40s.
Okay.
Because it's a Union song. So I said, they say in Harlan County there are no neutrals there. You either be a Union man or a Thugsburg J.A. Square. Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
Hey, that's pretty good,
Nate. Think about anything.
Wait a minute. Go get your guitar and come right back.
Yeah, I'm going to go in that Dylan movie. The other one I'd say is one you guys should know about, but most people in America don't know. It's got a long name in Portuguese, but the translation is so you won't tell me that I didn't talk about the flowers. In Portuguese, you say para não me dizer que não falei das flores. And it was a song that was at a music festival in 1968 in Brazil under the military government, and it won the festival, but then the military said, no, that one can't win, because basically the message is that this flower power stuff, this kind of like peaceful protest is not going to work. We have to have armed struggle. And so the military was not feeling that, and they shut down the song. But then everybody in the audience started singing it anyway. It was banned from the radio for 5 years, but the whole country knew it.
Oh,
anyway.
wow.
Now that's a protest song.
Yeah.
So anyway, there's a lot of great protest songs out there, and I appreciate that you are having the Rolling Stone Greatest 100 list.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Nate. Well, thanks for checking in. Those are great songs. Hey, before you go, Nate, this is a song in Spanish. I don't know who this is. I know I'm going to murder. You know what, Lady B, can you read this? Because I don't want to murder this pronunciation. Is that right here?
Oh, this is the height of technology. This is a technologically savvy group handing phones across. We could have texted it to each other, but we just painted it on the wall.
Yeah,
with charcoal.
Es gente de zona de semer bueno Mayeque.
I'm gonna have no span. I'm gonna say that is you can't keep a good man down.
Yeah,
close.
Nate, have you ever heard that song?
No, I didn't quite catch all of it, but I'm sure there's a lot of great songs in Spanish. The other one that the other guy I would shout out is a guy named Victor Jara, Jara, Jara. You say in Spanish. He was killed by the Pinochet government in Chile. And unfortunately, he was killed in the stadium after they rounded everybody up in the football stadium in Santiago, and they started torturing him in front of everybody, and he kept singing, and they cut off his fingers, and they cut off his toes and everything, and he kept singing, and he kept singing, and pretty soon the whole stadium was singing with him. Kind of like that same situation in Brazil. So anyway, everybody should check out Victor Jara and the power of protest music.
Wow.
There's a lot of amazing, powerful songs that from all over the world. When people have faced tough situations, they find a way to make music happen for them.
Okay,
that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Nate. Thanks for taking us, man.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's like the real. That's the real stuff.
Absolutely.
And we are in those times. So I'm very interested to see what Kendrick Lamar does at the Super Bowl halftime show.
That's going to be interesting.
What kind of protest is he going to do?
Right. Okay. Well, thanks, Nate. Thank you so much. All right. Take care.
Good night. Thank you.
You too. All right, man. Nate just dropping some poop.
Yeah.
People my man was getting his fingers cut off. He was singing, and oh my God.
Well, he brings up a good. He's making me think of international protest songs, and there's one I think the guy's name is Gioan. I'm going to screw it up. If any callers know this name, there's a Scottish Scottish singer. He has a song called "Song for the Working Man," and it's just one of those great kind of songs. It's very very kind of 70s folk, but it's one of those things where if there's one thing that binds all nationalities together is that the people on the bottom of the rung economically are the ones who are going to get screwed over.
Yeah. Whatever color,
that's
right.
What that song is about. That's what that song is about.
Man.
It's about, it's, if there's a war on, guess who gets sent,
Man. Yeah, right. Right. Oh, that's a protest song on the list. But let's go to another call. I don't want people hanging on too long. Lady B, do you have time for another caller? Or you know what? Let me do this first. Yeah. I'm going to do this. Tomorrow on Chu's Views, Richard Chu will be talking to Karen Byrne of the True Blue Politics podcasting Creek Stewart, survival expert and author of the book Disaster Survival 101. Chu's Views weekdays from 6 to 8 a.m. Central on WCPT 820. Also tomorrow from 2 to 5, Joan Esposito will be joined by Chicago Tribune investigative reporter Ray Long on the Mike Madigan trial and Heartland Signal executive editor Tim Hogan. Hey, I met Tim. Tim's a good guy. Plus Jody Wiedeker. Oh, that was the phonetic pronouncing. That was remind me of something. Founder and executive director of Chicago Alliance for Animals, and Steve Hindy, president of Showing Animals and Respect and Kindness. Oh, man. Also known as Shark. That's cool. And then we have new podcasts. Just a reminder that Driving It Home has 2 new podcasts, Driving It Home full episodes and Driving It Home featured interviews. You can subscribe to one or both. The podcasts are available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, YouTube, and Amazon. Just search for Driving It Home with Patti Vasquez or get the links on Driving It Home show page by visiting heartlandsignal.com and clicking on Patti's picture. And we also have listening live weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m. at 8:20 a.m. on TuneIn from heartlandsignal.com, or tell Alexa to play WCPT from TuneIn, Heartland Signal. And if you haven't already, you can follow Heartland Signal on X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Thread Heartland Signal. And be sure to check out heartlandsignal.com for daily updates. And also, I have a cup and a string, so if you want to get some of the,
No, that was a great read, dude. That's
do what I can.
That's your best one yet. You killed that.
Are we going to break? Okay, we're going to go to break. And please hang on, you call us, because we appreciate you, and I'll be back, and we'll take all your calls on WCPT 820 AM Heartland Signal.
You're listening to WCPT 820 because facts matter.
Driving it home with Patti Vasquez, Patti Vasquez. From global conflicts to greenhouse gases, the folks refusing to wear masks says, and politicians getting caught grabbing ass says, she's driving it home with Patti Vasquez.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Driving It Home with Patti Vasquez. I'm Dwayne Kennedy, sitting in for Patti. Also, we'd like to welcome everybody in Minnesota listening on KTNF AM 950 Heartland Signal. Sitting here with me is Mr. Adam Burke.
Hello.
What up, Adam? And DJ Lady V Boricua, the Wheels of Steel. I know I'm murdering the Spanish, but I can only operate on one colonized language at a time, And my new thing is when people say, what languages do you speak? I say I speak 2 languages, but I don't know what the first one was. Boom!
Wow.
Come on, everybody.
That's too deep for
you know what I mean? Just look at. Oh my God, Donald Trump just came on my screen. Uh-oh. We finally did it, Adam. We're on the government watch list. That was our goal. You know what? I don't know what's happening. My screen is gone Trump. Gone young Trump. Look at this with the big crazy eyes.
You got hacked?
But you know what? I do remember this. Let's go to Randy right? Are we going to Randy? Yeah. Hey.
Hey, how you doing?
Fine.
Well, we want some protest songs. I'm gonna go fast a little bit. Ones that I can think of, the Charlie Danielson band, Still in Saigon.
Okay.
Does that make a list?
I'm not sure if that made the list.
I don't know.
Also, Randy, can you turn your radio down just a little bit, please?
Oh, yeah. That's what it is. I'm glad you stepped in with the expertise, Adam. I thought I was having a stroke.
It's just my phone.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I know what to do.
We can hear you and we can hear us. Which is,
Is that better?
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.
This was already enough of an echo chamber.
Right. Boom.
Oh, Lord.
Come on.
How about in America, the Sandman? That's a great protest
The
song.
Sandman, America.
America.
That didn't make the cut.
No.
It should have. That's about, the Vietnam War. One friend is at home, and the other is.
Oh, wait a minute! Is that America Sandman or Tin Man? Are you talking about the?
It might be the Tin Man.
I think Tin Man. Oz never gave it to the Tin Man. Is that the one?
No, that's a different song.
Sandman.
Sandman is all about
protesting
we
the
haven't been able to have that beer.
Oh, I don't know.
Because you've been there and I've been here.
To be clear, Dwayne also thinks the Lollipop Guild is a protest song.
Brother, I'm going to tell you something. It took a lot of courage in the Guild. Do you know what? When I
Guild? You just call it the Guild? Yeah, okay.
When I first went to L.A., man, I was at a grocery store in Burbank.
Yeah.
And one of the munchkins from Wizard of Oz was in the same aisle.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So anyway,
did he have that same walk?
Yes.
And the hair sticking up.
And then
he walked over and said, "Have you?"
As for Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, there is the cost of freedom.
Okay.
Which is
they're on the list.
It's very short, but it's a good one.
I think
it's not on there, huh?
It might be. We're kind of looking at the top 50 right now, but I know Ohio was number 9. Have you ever?
I'll tell you this. You know what's not on the list, Randy? Any song by the Osmonds.
Oh,
they didn't make the cut.
Not even Wild Horses.
How about Born in America? Bruce.
Born in the USA.
Yeah,
Born in the USA. Thank you.
Yeah. Did you see it?
That's no protest song, even though half people don't really know it.
There's a Bruce Springsteen song on the list, but I don't think that is one of them.
Oh, really? I would have thought that would have made the list.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I could be wrong with that.
Made it.
Yeah, I mean, you could be right, Randy, but I don't. I know that I know one Bruce Springsteen song that I can think of that's on the list, but I don't know.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Well, the ones that they're all from my childhood. Collecting CDs.
Do you play an instrument, Randy? Are you a musical person yourself?
I do not, but I used to love listening to, ironically, America, Charlie, and I have the best of Charlie Danielson's band, and I had So Far, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. That's how I know all that stuff, man.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And then later on in life, I got to Marvin Gaye.
Yeah. You're doing the right thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well. And then, of course, there's Rage Against the Machine.
Boom!
Oh, my God. Do you really want me to say the name of that song, though?
Sure. That's NWA.
NWA.
Oh, don't they have one?
I think there's a version. I think there's a number of F the Polices. Adam and I were singing that earlier today.
Everybody says it. Never mind.
Dwayne has his own version.
I swear they have.
I have an acoustic version. I have one that I do with spoons.
Yeah, his version is called "Darn the Police."
Yeah, right. Curses. Yeah. Hey, thanks, Randy. I'm gonna take. I appreciate your call. I'm gonna take another call. I don't want people to hang up on us. But thank you so much. Okay.
All right.
Thanks, Randy.
I appreciate you. Let's go to Al in Pilsen. Al, you've been holding on a long time. What you got?
What's up, PK?
What up, Al? What's going on, brother?
This is Al.
Yeah.
all I gotta say is just nuts, baby. Just nuts.
Yeah, Al. Oh man,
Mary Wong.
Hey man,
I'm lost here.
Oh, Al is a cat I've known for a million years. He was in a rock band called Just Nuts in Chicago.
Oh,
yeah, and I met them.
Let's not forget.
Yeah.
Let's not forget our cousins. Our homies from another mother, Mary Wong.
Absolutely.
Ali.
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
Tim Miller, who we just lost.
Oh,
Man.
Tim Miller. Yeah.
Let's not forget Mark Philly. He probably listening right now, Tin Man.
Yeah. These are cats that Al's they were in a band. They play rock. I met them through these cats. Mary Wong was a black sketch comedy group.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's dear friends of mine. Pootie Tang.
Oh,
Lance Crowder.
Right.
Yeah, is a dear friend of mine. Okay. And then Ali Leroy, who went on to co-create Everybody Hates Chris. They were all in this group, and I hung out with them. And through them, I met Al.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Oh, man, good to hear from you, man.
Funny Firm. We used to all hang out at the Funny Firm, man.
Yeah.
At night, man. Those were the days.
Those were the days.
I've been listening for a long time, but usually I have to be at work when and I can't call then.
Okay.
But tonight I'm off, and I had to heard that announcement the other day. It's like, DK gonna be rocking it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Oh, wait a minute, I'm off Thursday night. Oh hell, I got to catch up with my homie, man.
Oh man,
You had a joke back in the day. I was telling it to somebody a couple of weeks ago. Remember that you should live your life like it's the last day on earth.
Oh,
remember that joke?
Yes, I remember that joke. Yeah.
You should. I slapped my mama. I slapped my girlfriend's mama. I screwed her best friend.
Right.
I kicked my boss in the ass, and then I woke up and it was the next day.
Yeah.
I was like, that joke was so funny, man. When are you playing out? When are you in? When's your next?
You know what?
Chicago,
that's funny you should ask.
I'll grab this fella.
I'm actually at the Laugh Factory tonight. I completely forgot about this. I'm at the Laugh Factory. I'm at the Laugh Factory tonight.
I can attest. That is how you know you're talking to Dwayne Kennedy when he's like, you know what? Thank you for reminding me.
Thanks for calling now because
I'm supposed to be somewhere now.
Right, I'm supposed to be on stage
after this, right?
Yeah, but I'm at the Laugh Factory tonight and tomorrow night for the 7:00 shows. Then I'm at a place called CD and Me out in Frankfurt Saturday. But you know what, Al? I'm going to be doing shows a lot, man, in Chicago. So I'll keep you posted, man. You know what?
Hey, you know what? I'll leave my number. Can I leave my number with Lady B?
Yeah, leave your number with Lady B.
When I get off?
Yes.
And here's the thing I want to vent, man.
Okay.
Like, I want to call it a Patty. The thing is, we got to remember about Trump, and nobody's talking about this. Mm-hmm. It's like all this stuff he's doing, who does this benefit? I mean, who does this really? There's only one person I can think of who benefits from all this chaos, and that's Putin. All these directives and all these people he's appointing and everything. Putin, Saudi Arabia, and China sitting back eating buttered popcorn saying, we got a Trojan horse inside America, and he's taking them down. Look at this. Look at these fools. And they are so weak. They won't pull his chain. They won't pull his card because this man has committed every crime known to man.
Right.
I mean, if you had to read the stuff that he's done, it'd be like a rolling scroll. Here he.
Right.
Here are the crimes. You start at noon, you be at midnight before you got to the end of that scroll with all his crimes. Okay, we're gonna shut it down for the night. We'll pick it back up at tomorrow.
Right. Yeah, you're absolutely right, brother.
Look at this, man. Look at this. Look, this man, you remember that movie Blazing Saddles? It's one of, back in the day, that was like one of our favorite movies. That's why you can't remake it today. Because you just can't.
It's so wrong and so funny.
What you do? Oh, yeah. But do you remember the scene? The great Harvey
Coleman. Be careful now.
Brother, you about to get us all canceled.
The great Harvey Coleman sat down, Henry Lamar, and remember he was recruiting. He says, I need the roughest, toughest roosters, handlers, thugs, mugs, pugs, and he had a table. And this guy came up, and he's chewing gum. He said, so what are your qualifications? You remember that scene?
Yes.
Yeah, I think this is the scene I'm thinking of.
That's Trump's cabinet.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like, what's your specialty? Train robbery, bank robbery, rape, kidnapping, rape. Hey, wait, you said rape twice. Well, we Republicans, we like rape.
Yeah.
I mean, look at his cap. All of them are sex offenders, man. Even Clarence Thomas going way back in the day. So, I mean, we ain't surprised. So Putin's like sitting back saying, Yeah. All right, Trump, I want you to get all these people who are wholly unqualified for these jobs.
Yes. And lead America into the dirt, into the dust.
Exactly. And the thing is, we sitting up here and we letting it happen. And we've been letting it happen for 8 years, and we will not pull this man's chain until he takes us down. And it's like, and I know people, some of the homies, we say, you get what you deserve. You play stupid. You vote against your own best interest.
Right.
And you see all these videos. Hey, you see all these videos, man.
Did you see? Did you see the one? And I don't know if this was CGI or whatever it was, but they showed ICE having arrested a Latino cat, and he was cuffed up, and he had on a Latinos for Trump T-shirt. Did you see that one?
I heard about that. I heard about it.
If that's true, if that was a CGI, I'm gonna tell you something, brother. That's what you get.
They put him in the nice truck.
Yeah.
I got one better than that. They had a female, a Latina lady who was on, and she was crying, bawling her eyes out. I voted for Trump, and they took my husband. But we voted for you. But you just, how could you?
Yikes.
And I'm like, everybody's like saying, all the comments like, listen. Ain't nobody feel sorry for, because we tried to tell you.
Right.
He told you.
Either they were naive. Either they were naive, or that was the husband's long game and just trying to get away from his wife. If I vote for Trump and they come get me, woo! I'm out of this relationship.
Hey, man, you remember back in the day?
That's the long way of saying. Wait, say again. I'm sorry, Al.
I would love to say, but I gotta go.
Say again. I'm sorry.
Back in the day, somebody's daddy go to the store. Hey, I'm sick of you, woman. I got to go to the store and get me some Newports.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, he don't even smoke.
No,
he don't show back up.
He got some Deports.
Right. He didn't get Newports. He got Deports. Yeah.
That's what you call them now, Deports.
Yeah.
Hey, but one is shipped away for the wrong vote.
Hey, but hey, brother, man, it's so good to hear from you, man. And Lady B's got your number. I'll get it from her.
I'm gonna leave my number. I'm gonna leave your number, man.
Yeah.
Just Nuts is back. We about to do some new shows.
All right, bro. Let me know, man. And me and Adam will come open for you.
I'm gonna come see you.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, man. I'm gonna leave my number with Lady B.
Okay, great, man.
Nice to meet you, man.
I love you guys.
I love you too.
You guys.
All right, brother. Thank you so much. Take care.
You got it.
All right. And do we have time for another caller, Lady B? Let's go to break. Okay. We will be right back on WCPT, Driving Home with Patti Vasquez, 8:20 a.m. Heartland Signal. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Driving Home with Patti Vasquez. I'm Dwayne Kennedy sitting in for Patti. Along with me is Adam Burke.
Hi.
Hey.
hoping that didn't tell Pete.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes I'll just say that. I just like nautical terms, so sometimes.
You will bust out with the nautical terms. Oh, and we have the DJ, Lady B. Yeah.
Lady B. Is there a Lord B?
A who?
Lord B.
No.
Or another Lady B?
There is.
Okay.
There is. But I'm the original.
Okay, yeah.
Since she claimed that name in New Jersey.
Oh, wow. What about even a Glory B? No.
So my name is really Ms. Lady B, M-I-Z.
Ms. Lady B.
I like that.
Yeah, okay.
Because the original is Lady B.
Yes. Ms. Lady B, that's you.
That's me.
Okay, well,
I like Ms. Lady B.
Yeah, me
that's
too.
Better.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I like the Ms. because then like a B, like a buzz.
Oh,
That's
Ms. Lady B.
That's
right. And that's when Dwayne just broke with reality.
Once an hour. We gotta take time out for Dwayne's animal noises.
Hello,
it's this new medication that Dwayne's on with.
Right. The medication wore off.
We have a big insect listener base.
Right.
We have some beetles that listen to this.
Yeah. Oh, man, the Beatles. Somebody suggested Revolution, but I don't think that was on the list of the top 100 protest songs of all time. Hey, Adam, let's go to Dave in Hoffman Estate. He's been waiting a long time.
Okay, thank you for waiting, Dave.
Hey, Dwayne. For your Casey's top 40 here, how about with being that the atomic clock's been moving about 89 seconds closer to 12?
Yeah.
How about Barry Maguire's Even Destruction?
Boom! That's on there, Dave.
Oh, nice.
But what number is that, Adam?
I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't see it. Is it in the top 50?
Oh, the top 50. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I mean, that's a good song to have on a countdown,
Yeah, Eve of Destruction.
But I kind of figured, besides, the atomic when you listen to the words of that song, I mean, you tie in the Mideast and all of that stuff, what's going on.
Yeah. And you tell me, where is that?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
I report on with this about the plane and all this stuff.
Oh man.
That they said one air controller was working 2 positions.
Oh yeah.
Wow, because they're understaffed, right?
Yeah.
Haven't they been understaffed since Reagan laid off everybody?
Yeah.
Patco, back with Patco.
Yeah.
That time.
Jeez.
And that, like talking with on this Trump, he's the type. Even bad press is good press to him. As long as
exactly.
He sees his name in the paper, he don't care.
He doesn't care. He just wants attention.
I think after 2028, if the Iranians or that don't get him beforehand, it's going to kill him if he just turns in the birdcage line and you don't see his name and stuff anymore in the paper and they don't report about it.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Well,
that's why that's why he puts his name on buildings, just so he's like, I feel like nobody's noticed. Oh, there I am.
No, you're right, Adam. It's almost like I need tangible things to see that my worth.
Or do you think he's forgetful?
Or that
people are like, hey, who are you? I'm Trump.
And where did I place that building? Oh, there it is. And where's my mind?
My wife said something to that the other day that he took that one crest down and he took the name and put Trump on it.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know where took a crest off of a building and took the Latin name or whatever and he put Trump on it,
He's the worst, man. He's just a I mean, in some ways, man, it's like I feel like now my significant other in Brooklyn, she won't even, she stopped watching the news, after the election, and she still won't watch. A lot of people, you saw that MSNBC's ratings rose like 61%, so a lot of people went back to watching the news. I went back to watching it. It's because I hate to come on this show sometimes and be totally ignorant. I like to be just like kind of ignorant.
90%,
yeah, 90% ignorant. You know what I mean? But some people still can't just. But I understand what she's saying, man. Because like even now, I'm getting to the point like I don't even. What can you keep saying every day? Oh, this cat's a lunatic. He's a nut. He's driving the democracy, and
Yeah.
It's like a form of a brainwash,
Yeah.
It's almost better off just to watch BBC or something like that, where it's a little bit more unbiased.
I've been watching Cartoon Network.
We watch a lot of old reruns of either Barney Miller or something like that. So
I watch reruns of the news. I just go back 4 years and pretend that
news greatest hits.
Yeah. I watched the 70s on CNN.
Hey, thanks, Dave. Appreciate you calling.
Yeah, appreciate your patience.
Let me get off. I'm sure there's others I've been waiting too. So listen to see what they got.
All right.
Anyway,
thank you, man.
Have a good one.
All right, you too.
Bye-bye.
Let's take a break, and we'll be right back on WCPT 820 AM Heartland Signal.
Chicago's Progressive Talk, WCPT 820, where facts matter.
Patti Vasquez is taking your calls now at 773-763-9278. Driving it home with Patti Vasquez now on WCPT 820.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Driving It Home with Patti Vasquez. I'm Dwayne Kennedy, sitting in for Patti with Adam Burke and Ms. is Lady B. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Give her a bell. Let's go to Paul in Seattle. Paul's been hanging on. Hey, Paul.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Oh, man, you know.
Yeah.
How's it in Seattle? How are things out there?
Well, it is the Emerald City, after all. Just like Oz.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of...
Yeah, like Dr. Oz? I hope not.
No, not like Dr. Oz. He's not one of us.
No.
No, speaking of the MAGAs, here's what really cracks me up about them, is that everyone notices they say and do racist things, they make fascist gestures, and then they deny it.
Yes.
Like, so like Elon Musk, he makes a Nazi salute, just a Nazi salute. He says, I'm suing you, right? It's like,
yeah.
Wait a minute. Trump says about the crash, it's like, that's the previous administration and their policies they're actively recruiting mentally deficient people. Now, what does that mean?
Right.
Nothing.
Okay, so, look, it's like, if you want to be a racist, if you really want to, be a racist and you want to appeal to racists and you want to appeal to Nazis, if I'm a Nazi, I belong to the Idaho Nazi Party, and Elon Musk says, that was not then I'm not with him, right? He's like, you're a chicken. You're a chicken.
Right.
You make a Nazi salute. Well, besides, was that just a generic one-arm gesture? What the hell do you call that anyway?
Right.
It certainly is something the Nazis did. Now, if he can show me where, no. See, that's when I was in Boy Scouts when we did that. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize it. It's like,
right.
What is that if it's not a Nazi gesture? And by the way, if he's going to sue me, then isn't he saying that Nazism is inherently bad, right?
Right.
If he's going to sue me and say you defamed me, then he means that Nazism is inherently. So why did you do that?
Well, they said,
why did you do something that could be mistaken for a Nazi gesture if what you think is Nazism is inherently bad, or that racism? Why don't you say, hey, racism isn't so bad? Racism has a lot of good points. Why don't they say that?
Yeah. Well, I think they sort of do, but they imply that. But yeah, right.
You have to pay $100,000 a plate to hear them say that. You have to go.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the special show.
Yeah. I also love how they.
Yeah, and
go ahead.
If you record that on your phone, then they'll sue you.
Right.
Yeah.
But he gets to call people pedophiles.
Yeah, you have to sign a do not, a DNR or whatever to resuscitate. No.
Yeah. Oh, right. A DNR? Yeah. Yikes.
Yeah, well, I hope he is. But, yeah, you got to sign something that says you won't do that when you eat, so that we can say as many things as we want in here, and if it leaves this room, we can sue you. It's like, but these are people who want to act like this, and yet they cannot really stand up for the convictions. That's what makes them little wimps, like all bullies. Right?
If you're going to be a Nazi, at least have some character.
Well, I found it hilarious.
It got to be one, yeah.
That's what I. That came to mind. That quote from The Big Lebowski.
Oh, wow.
Say what you like about the tenets of National Socialism. At least it's an ethos.
Right.
Yeah.
One of the backtracking things they said, which was very funny, because he has all these apologists. And someone said, "Well, it wasn't a Nazi salute; it was a Roman salute." I was like, "Oh, they're a different group of white Europeans who subjugated half of and enslaved half of the known world." Oh, okay, that's our bad.
Right. You got your white supremacists mixed up.
You got your different genocidal group all together.
Yeah.
Well, for instance, you take Barry Goldwater. He said extremism is no vice in the defense of freedom. Now, that's pretty clever, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so and they don't even do that. Trump just denies. He knows that the Access Hollywood tape is out. We say, well, you're a celebrity. You can just grab him by the boob.
Right.
And then some woman sues him for that. He goes, no, I never did that. I'm suing her because. And then he's found liable for $88.5 million, which she'll never see because he's the president, right? Even though he was found liable in that case when he wasn't president, and it happened when he wasn't president. He's never going to pay her.
No, no.
But it's also to this point.
He's punk.
It's this point, too. We've been talking about this before, and this comes up a lot. Do we talk about Trump? Do we give him the air and all the rest of it? But the thing that, interests me about him is this, and why I think you do kind of have to read the news, is this gradual erosion of language, which leads to a gradual erosion of reality. For one thing he started doing is people who arrested for beating up police officers and also just regular security guards on January 6th. He started referring to them as the January 6th hostages.
Right.
Which is such a subversion of what actually happened. But it's the kind of thing, if you say something enough, and it's like he knows with the media, he knows with the mainstream media that it's this gaslighting thing where, like, you say it enough, people get tired of correcting you.
Yes.
And they weren't hostages. You don't.
Right. But like you said, then people just give in and they roll over. This cat, of nothing else, I always call him the world's most successful nightclub hypnotist. Yeah. Like you said, just repeat stuff over and over and over and over and over. And people just, like I said, they just either get tired of resisting or they believed it from the gate. And,
right.
Yeah. What were you saying, Paul?
Most of who he was hypnotizing are zombies anyway. But you look at, this is the thing that the media doesn't do, and frankly, none of the media, the news media, is that these January 6th people, they were convicted by juries of regular people, and so was Trump, convicted by a jury, and the jury, when he says it was a witch hunt. And all of these, when people say it's a political witch hunt, if the jury thought that was true, the jury has the power to say, this is all a witch hunt. This is all BS.
I think the vast majority of them also pled guilty.
Right.
I think a lot of them took plea deals.
Right.
A lot of them pled guilty. A lot of them knew that they didn't have a leg to stand. They didn't think they had a leg to stand on.
Right.
And so again,
that's right. They did. They did plead guilty. That's right. Some of them did.
Yeah. And it's this,
and that yet. They were treated horribly. But doesn't that say, I mean, if I'm the president and I did not incite that, why would I go to bat for these people? So what it really does is confirm what we all know, is that he incited a riot at the Capitol.
Right.
But he also does this thing. He also does this thing that he likes to do. That he's sort of like the lame teacher who like tries to pick up on what the kids are saying and and seem like relevant. But he does it in the most insidious way. Like one really disgusting thing he did is that it is because the word hostages was floating around as regards the Palestine situation. He's like, well, I'm going to use that word too. So when I start saying we've got to free the hostages, I think, broadly speaking, a lot of people do not want to see any of those people, the people that Hamas held captive. People do not want to see those people brutalized or in captivity, right? So when he starts saying free the hostages, it's this broad thing that people are like, I agree with that. It was like, oh, wait, you mean the guy... You mean the guy in the shaman suit? No, I wasn't talking about...
Right. He kind of glums on and piggybacks on,
He makes a nonsense of language, and then people get just tired.
Right, and then nobody draws it to, the next step, which is, well, if speaking of hostages, then the United States is keeping more hostages than any other first world country in the world. I mean, we have more hostages, and especially more hostages of color than any other nation on earth.
Exactly. Right. That's a great way to flip it. Yeah.
Right. Man. Yep. Well, thanks, Paul. Man, I'm glad you checked in again, because I know yesterday we weren't able to get to you. I was like, I hope Paul calls back. Yeah. And call tomorrow, Paul. We're going to be here tomorrow as well.
Thanks, Paul.
Yeah.
Okay. Have a good one, guys.
Oh, you too. Cheers. Appreciate you. We're going to break. Lady Ms.
Every day we're going to add another bit to the front of your name. You're going to be Dame Ms. Lady B. Her Royal Highness. Dame Ms. Lady
Highness. Everything with us.
Countess. Dwayne's trying to get his ASMR business off the ground. He's trying to.
Hey, people are doing great with that, no? Yeah, crinkling stuff. Yeah. Oh, this is a plastic bottle.
This is why Dwayne and I's hip-hop group DNA, that's when we broke up, because he kept putting that on tracks. It's like, I think the last minute of the song should be me crinkling this bottle. A lot of sibilant noise.
Adam, I wrote another song. Hold on. This one's called Crinkly.
And what's crazy is I wrote a protest song, protesting my partner in the band. It's called Dwayne's Hey Ho. Dwayne's Got to Go.
That's what got us dropped from the tour. Okay, we're going to go to break, and we'll be right back. We've got some callers on the line. Please stay on, because we love talking to you. And, that's it. WCPT, 820 AM, Heartland Signal.
Stephanie Miller.
Bob Cesca joins us now.
Oh, God, shut down the internet. Can we just shut it down? We just got to unplug it. We need a timeout from the internet.
Yeah.
All of American society. I think, you know what? I say that half jokingly, but the other half is like, as someone who worked his entire career on the internet, I feel like we just weren't evolved enough. We weren't ready when it came along. Came along way too soon.
Stephanie Miller, weekday mornings, 8 to 11 on WCPT 820. Because facts matter. You're listening to WCPT 820.
You're listening to Driving It Home with Patti Vasquez on WCPT 820.
Hey, welcome back to Driving It Home. Patti Vasquez, WCPT 820 AM.
Patti isn't here. We're not driving and we're not home.
We're not driving. We're not home.
In Minnesota.
Oh, yes. And everybody in Minnesota, I forgot to include you all. Welcome, people at KTNF AM 950. You all stay strong up there. Tim Walls, The Replacements, Bob Dylan, whoever else is up there.
Prince. The new power generation.
New power generation.
We're up there. Did Prince ever have a protest song?
You know what? That's a good question, man.
Would you call Time Sign of the Times?
Sign of the Times. Boom.
Yeah,
I think it's
song? Yeah.
1999.
Yeah.
Nuclear destruction. 2000.
Is that what that song's about? I thought that was about partying. You ruined that song for me.
It's about partying until the kaboom.
Kaboom.
2000 party over. Kaboom. Out of time.
Yeah, man.
You know the ending of that song, right? When it, not the radio version, it says, "Mommy, why does everybody have a bomb?"
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, Prince.
Yeah, he's got a few. He's got a few songs too that you like are a bit. You don't even realize that they have a little bit of like Uptown's got a bit of that.
Yeah.
He was stealth protest.
Yeah. And then he did a lot of things like sexual liberation and be who you are. And then there's one he says, "We don't need your effing war." Something, what we're fighting for.
Right.
He did that on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, that's cool.
And he said F.
Oh, wow.
And then later in the show, a cat named Charles Rocket, I don't know if he was inspired or whatever it was, he said the F word on Saturday Night Live, and it got him fired.
Uh-oh.
That was the other F word that Lorne Michaels dropped.
That shows you can't fire Prince.
No. He's moved on.
He's going to quit. Do you know why, this may be off topic, but do you know why he left his record label and, changed his name and all that kind of thing?
I mean, I know it has something to do with the fact that he thought he's creating the music and all they're doing is they're taking money, but...
So it was part of the thing that, because the deals that they used to have, man, were just so criminal, so unbelievable. But because they owned all his publishing, and he's a hardcore musician. He wanted to, I guess my point is his whole thing is more of a protest, than any one song. But he what he wanted to do is he had written 2 songs that he had not put on any albums, and he just wanted to gift them, like the tab, like the music. He wanted to gift it to this magazine he liked called like Guitar Aficionado or whatever it was, or like his favorite guitar magazine. He was like, "Here's the sheet music for these songs, and then your readers can just play them."
Oh man,
and that's so cool. And then they were like, and then the record company is like, "No, we own those songs."
Warner Brothers.
You can't just give them away.
Wow.
And that's why he's like, and that's when he wrote Slave on his face.
Yeah.
And changed his name because he's like, I'm making all the stuff.
But Warner Brothers said, look, we do the pimping.
Yeah.
You don't get out there on the stroll unsponsored.
Yeah. And then, isn't that insane?
Yeah.
That's what I have so much respect for that guy, but that was like, wow. That you just showed, like, the machine will not let you give your music away.
No, but then along came the internet.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And we were talking about that last night at Lincoln Lodge. How that's changed everything.
Yeah.
Particularly, I mean, music, but also, I mean, comedy and just the way you got to go about it now.
Yeah.
You know, you know how it used to be. People don't know that it used to be you'd play a comedy club, and people went to see the comedy based on the club, not necessarily the comedian, unless it was a super famous name. But but now it's like the clubs don't sell the comedians; the comedian has to sell the club.
Yeah.
So that's why we got to get on the internet, brother.
Yeah.
You know.
We need. And
what's your Instagram handle?
Thanks. I'm ATP Burke.
There you go.
On Instagram.
Yeah.
I just put up a reel today. Yeah. I'm hip with the kids.
There you go. Adam out there reeling and a-rocking.
Do you have any protest jokes?
Oh, man.
A lot of your stuff is protesty, I think.
Yeah, I protested my way right into not being booked. Yeah. I mean, I got some. Yeah. Or just jokes about the way things work.
My whole act is a subtle protest against the very notion of success.
Yeah. And might I say, mission accomplished.
Thank you.
You and me both. Like I tell people, I chase disappointment wherever it may lead.
We're jazz comedians. You got to listen to the jokes we're not telling, you know?
Right. You got to listen in between the jokes. This next joke.
In between the paychecks is where we live.
Yeah, that's what I call this one. You know what? Let's go to, how much time do we have left, Ms. Lady B? Got a few minutes? Couple minutes? Yeah. All right, let's go to Roosevelt in Chicago. Roosevelt. Hey.
Here we go, guys.
Hey.
Hi, Roosevelt.
Thank you for taking my call, guys.
Of course.
Here we go. I got a list. I'm doing this on purpose.
Okay.
These songs are probably not on your whatever list you got.
The Rolling Stone 100 Best Protest Songs of All Time is the list we're going off of.
Yeah.
All right. So here's one that you're not going to have. I know it. I'm doing it on purpose. I'm doing it backwards. Okay. Songs that may not be on your list.
Okay.
Migra is the title. It's a derogatory
Wait,
name.
What'd you call me?
No.
What the? Show over. Thanks for the call, Roosevelt. No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's Migra. M-I-G-R-A.
Oh. Woo, that was close, brother. You don't know how close I came to filing
It's a derogatory term for ice in Spanish.
Oh, really? Okay.
And it's done by Santana, Carlos Santana. Santana.
Carlos Santana is righteous. That cat is righteous.
Okay, did you guys mention Fortunate Son?
No, that's a good one.
No, but that's on this list.
It's got to be on the list.
It's on the list.
That's a great one.
Here are 2 or 3 for Jim.
Okay.
And catch why they're for Jim. Sunday, Bloody Sunday by...
That's on, and that's on the list.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
F the police. I can't say the word.
Yeah, that's on the list. NWA.
Okay, all right. Now, what about Zombie by the Cranberries?
Oh.
That's a good call, but I don't think that made the cut.
That's another one that's funny.
I knew it wouldn't make the cut.
Yeah. People don't know that's a protest song.
Oh, Zombie. Yeah.
Yeah. What about Sinead O'Connor? Didn't she have a protest song?
She had a protest gesture when she was on Saturday Night Live.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yes, but she sang that song. War, was it called War, or what was the song that she tore up the picture of the Pope?
I think it was called something.
But I don't remember.
Yeah.
I remember the SNL.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is the real enemy.
Yes, this is the real enemy, and she wasn't wrong.
What about? Oh man, this is a great one. What about Strange Fruit?
Boom! Roosevelt, man, give him the bell.
You closed out our top 3. That is number 3. Is that correct? Yes, that's number 3.
Yes, number 3. Strange Fruit. Yes.
What about I'm Black and I'm Proud?
Boom! Number 5. Come on, Roosevelt. I guessed
Roosevelt's crushing it.
He's crushing it.
Or cheating.
Or cheating. Right.
Oh, no, I'm not cheating. I'm just.
No, I was just joking, man. And by the way, Roosevelt. By the way, NWA F the Police is number 10.
Oh wow!
What's crazy about that song is the F stands for fund. Which I found surprising.
Right. Number 10 is Fund the Police, and then Adam and I's version, number 9 is Defund the Police. So,
Okay, what about Peter Gabriel? Binko?
That's on the list as well.
Oh.
Yes.
He's got another good one, which I would classify as it's like Games Without the War Without Tears. Games Without Frontiers? Yeah, that's what it's called.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a good one, guys. I got a good one.
Oh,
okay.
Paul McCartney, this just at the top of my head when I was in high school. I used to love to play this song.
Okay.
Big protest song. Give Ireland Back to the Irish, Paul McCartney.
Oh, do you know about this song?
No.
This song is fascinating, right? This happened. So this is...
oh, wow.
Now, with all due respect, Roosevelt, you're not going to differ on this. It's not a great song. It's kind of because he wrote it in a week, or he wrote it in like a day. Mm-hmm. But it happened after it happened. He released it. He recorded it, released it, and it was out 2 days after the Sunday Bloody Sunday massacre.
Okay.
So it was there was a lot of anti-colonial sentiment. Right. So it was like this number 1 song for 2 weeks. It just went straight to number 1, and then you never hear it played anymore.
Oh wow!
Let me interrupt you. What about what's his name? Reggae guy. Stand up for your.
Stand up. Bob Marley.
Oh, Bob Marley. That's on there. Yes. I believe that's on there.
I'm thinking of my 70s, early 70s.
Let me tell you what didn't make the cut was Mama's Little Baby Loves Shortening Bread. That didn't.
What was that protesting? Gluten?
It was protesting clear arteries. Yeah. Okay. Okay. What else you got, Roosevelt? What else you have?
What else? I'm thinking of the 70s. I'm thinking of soul music. There were so many as far as soul music.
Oh, man. Yeah.
There were so many. All right, let me see what else I got in the head here.
We'll take one more, and we gotta.
Yeah. We'll take one more, and then we got to protest our way off this show.
Okay, with that, I had a question for you.
Sure.
Is Helter Skelter considered a protest song?
I don't think so.
Which one?
Helter Skelter.
Oh.
You know what some people categorize it as? The first heavy metal song.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Even though it wasn't, in retrospect, it's, not as heavy or metal.
It was subverted by someone, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I got another one, guys.
Okay.
What about the Stones?
Street Fighting Man. Sympathy for the Devil. Oh, that's not in there. Oh, speaking of the Stones, Marianne Faithfull passed away. Inspiration for a lot of Rolling Stones songs. Hey, Roosevelt, thank you for calling, man. We gotta run. Okay, appreciate you.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody, thanks for listening. Thanks for calling. We thank you so much. Thank you, Patty. Oh, we got a little more time, so I'll talk slower. Thanks for listening. Thanks for calling.
I feel, you know what I think is great is that are considered and not in any way stupid overview of protest songs probably has prompted someone to write a protest song about us being on the air.
I think several.
Yeah, like, please.
Yeah.
When will it be over?
All I am saying, can you shut both of them up?
Bring Patti back.
Yeah. Hey, well, thank you for listening, everybody. And thank you, Patti. And we will be here tomorrow. So have a good night. And coming up next is Randy Road on WCPT 820 AM Heartland Signal. Yeah, fight the power.